support's authorized.
Offensive mode engaged. Cleanup sequence.
Warn you! Silence! Looks like violence is the answer!
Astro. Thank you for add Astro. Have you just...
Hey, Yehuda! Wow, this place is packed.
My intel network never steers me wrong. Now I'm thinking...
Hey! Which one of you is the rotten thief who
That was not what I had in mind.
My. You...
Now this is an opportunity I've been waiting for. Always easier to talk business in person.
Which one of you is the thief?
No thieves here. Only shrewd business people. Speaking of, you do custom orders, right? Kid, make me a robot. I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
You're the one who built that robo-maid, right? Is it for sale? I'm dying to get my hands on one.
Both of you? Get out of my face!
It's clear you two have no respect for even the most basic of rules. No wonder an illegal market like this is the only one that'll take you. Even if Miss Aino is willing to do business with you, and that's a big if, all negotiations go through the front desk. Understood? As you can see, this kid's creations,
I don't care! Enough is not for sale. But the Traveler... Yeah. Getting them to confess was kind of a lot.
if you figured that if we want information, let me.
Where our clients are free to buy or sell whatsoever they might wish.
That's it. No wonder
Wait! You guys! The first Crumbclank was...
I'm afraid it's not that simple. It's a matter of...
Crumbclank is more than a robot. He's my friend. I'm not...
Hey, you can't tear that down! I'm obligated to keep it up until closing, at least. Please, show some understanding.
What happened to
Listen, customers, we have to turn up...
Enough! This place clearly has its rules. There's no point in making a scene. Besides, we found a clue, didn't we? Let's see what the notice... According, present the rope...
The Frost Moon Scions? The Crumbclank over time, he... So? I know why. They obviously want Crumbclank's desserts for themselves. Desserts? Yeah! Ineffa is always controlling my sugar intake or whatever, so that's why I created Crumbclank. All you gotta do is input the recipe and provide the ingredients, and he bakes desserts for you.
All this for a dessert baking robot?
Trying to downplay it, are we, Miss Ino? Not convincing enough to fool the various factions of Notcry, I'm afraid.
Who are you?
Asuko? Oh, my boss knows him. He's quite a respected guy in that circle. What are you doing in a place like this?
The Voynich Guild isn't the only place to make deals, you know. Business often requires one to expand their horizons. And when it comes to lucrative opportunities, I'm not one to discriminate. In fact, I'm the one who got someone to post the notice you
So you're the one who's trying to buy Crumbclank. You're as rotten as the rest of them.
No, it's just business. I have a... So here I am.
I don't do...
Your notice. You're telling me... How about this?
According to my...
What?
Look at that cannon. It's capable of condensing Kuvaki into highly destructive energy. But it's too big and cumbersome to be mass-produced and transported. Not to mention, it takes a considerable amount of time between firings to prepare the ammunition. All in all, it's not something that can be commercialized. But if you make it smaller and easier to mass produce, you have the perfect product, even if it doesn't quite replicate the power of that cannon. Besides, if you think about it, is that not precisely why the Frost Moon Scions targeted your bot in the first place? In their doctrine, Kuvaki is a sacred power. They'd consider it blasphemy to treat it as anything but. The giant cannon in Nasha Town uses Kuvaki to fend off the wild hunt and protect the people, which is something the Frost Moon Scions can accept. But turning that technology into a product and allowing anyone with Mora to purchase it via the black market and wield the power of Kuvaki for themselves. Now that is blasphemy of the highest order, I would imagine. A lot of trouble could come knocking at your doorstep, Miss Ino. But sell that technology to me, and it all goes away. Easy as that.
Please don't tell me you've made some kind of war machine again.
Krumklang isn't a war machine. I already told you. He makes desserts. And deliciously, scrumptiously... He's my friend, and I'm gonna get him back no matter what it takes. So you can take your offer and get lost.
It appears negotiations have broken down. A real pity.
Well, what do we do now? We know Krumklang is with the Frost... Huh, good idea!
Hold up. I should warn you. If that merchant was telling the truth, things are about to get tricky. Just be prepared, okay?
Hey, Llama!
Ah, traveler, Paimon. Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us. I sense you are troubled. Please,
You saw right through us again, huh?
bathed in moonlight, the concern in your features is as stark as the dark spots on a full moon, ever betraying the emotion that lies beneath the surface.
I tell Ino to keep quiet for 1 second, and of course, she throws a tantrum. Lady Moonchanter, allow me to explain.
Theft. How despicable. A disgrace on the Frost Moon Scions.
It's all just speculation at this point.
Just a moment. A few days ago, a mechanical construct was brought back to the Frost Moon Scions. Come. I will speak to the offenders at once. I am certain the truth of the matter will reveal itself.
Come night or day, may the moonlight connect us.
Theft! We would never do such a thing. This is baseless slander. We did recover a dangerous mechanical device, but we didn't steal it. We confiscated it from a group of bandits.
If there's been a misunderstanding, our guests deserve an explanation.
I remember. It was a few days ago out in the wild. Huh? What's going on over there?
It's still not done? Come on! We need to finish these tests before the locals are onto us!
Can we just go somewhere else? This job's putting me on edge.
No, idiot! Didn't you hear what the boss said? This thing uses Kuvaki. Why else would we be out here? Now shut up and get moving!
Not so loud! I just need to think. This should be it.
What was that?
What did you do? Are you trying to give us away?
No! Look, at least we know this thing's powerful, right? We should have enough to report back on.
All right, then let's pack up and get out of here.
Stop right there! Drop that dangerous device at once!
Shoot! That was quick. Can you activate this thing again?
I don't even remember what I did. Are we supposed to run with this thing? It weighs a ton!
Let's just make a run for it. The most important thing is that we don't get caught!
So, that's what happened.
I know. I'll ask you one more time. Are you sure you didn't make some kind of war machine?
Maybe this is another misunderstanding. We don't know for sure that the device Otto confiscated is Krumklank. Did it have this symbol on it?
Yes.
That's the one I designed for my bots. I made it so that even if the bot gets dismantled or modified, the symbol can't be removed. So, Krumklank is definitely the bot you picked up.
Misunderstanding resolved, then. The device will be returned to its rightful owner.
Forgive me, my lady, but I believe that is far too risky. Although this device is similar in principle to the cannon in Nasha Town, the two cannot be seen in the same light. By harnessing Kuvaki, the cannon has protected this land from the wild hunt time and time again. I've always regarded it as a blessing from the moon goddess. But this construct is more like a commercial product. In the hands of those with nefarious intentions, it could easily be exploited for personal gain. As far as I'm aware, this young lady often has dealings with the major factions of Nodcry. I suspect she created the device to sell it for profit. If it ends up on the black market, in the hands of those who would misuse our goddess's gifts.
Krumklank is my friend! He's not for sale.
As much as I would like to believe you, that is a risk we cannot take. It is blasphemous to allow the power of our sacred moonlight to be exploited.
I warned them that things were about to get tricky. Oh, what have I got myself into?
The best course of action is to destroy this dangerous device and prevent anything like it from ever being created again.
What did you just say? Are you threatening to destroy Krumklank?
You must understand. The consequences could be dire.
No, you just want Krumklank for yourselves, just like everyone else. Get out of my way! Rhino, calm down!
Stop this at once! I cannot let you leave with that dangerous device!
I told you, Krumklank is my friend! Oh, yeah.
Please!
I know! But you heard him! He wants to destroy Krumklank! We won't let that happen! But causing trouble isn't going to help the situation!
Not good. A group of flying machines just ambushed the storage facility and took back the device.
What? That can't just be a coincidence. They must have taken advantage of our conflict with this girl.
Whoa! That's a lot of recon bots!
It must be.
I can create a temporary moon lane here. Could you get the Kuhangi to help, Traveler? Alright, let's knock him down! Must have Krumklank! Ah! Hey! Get back! I know! Watch out! Darn it! I know! Oh, right. The recon bot. Too close. Reckless much, Traveler?
At least it all turned out okay. Nice fighting back there, by the way. Thought I'd have to swoop in and save the day, but guess I was wrong. That really was way too close. If something happens to that kid, I don't know how I'd explain it to Anefa.
Okay? No! It's not okay! How is it okay? Krumklank's been stolen! Again! No. Stop. You're the boss of the Krumkake craft shop, I know. You can't cry at a time—
Allow me to apologize on behalf of my people. If we hadn't tried to stop you, perhaps you could have reached your companion in time.
My lady.
If she truly viewed that robot as a product, she could simply create another. But instead, she demonstrated a degree of courage that should put us all to shame. Not even the light of the full moon could reveal the slightest blemish in her goodness. But your hearts are sinking into shadows that the moonlight cannot reach.
You have my sincere—
It's okay. It was all just one big misunderstanding.
Do not despair, young one. The pure of heart will all— I'm confident—
That brings us to our next question. Where should we go now?
It's obvious. I'd even go if you want, Mom.
Yeah,
So, it's all up to me again? That market is long gone. Who knows where those merchants scurried off to? And we don't even know which one's the real culprit. Oh, this is what I get for trying to sound confident.
You just can't stand seeing Aino so upset, right, Yehoda?
Great. How am I supposed to back out now? Fine. At least,
No problem.
Well, I think we can now say that the Grand Library is— Ah, hello there, Traveler, Paimon. Thanks to your help—
What about that?
Yes. That said, it's too big of a job for me to handle alone. I was planning on the Grand Library is open to human.
Huh. Yeah.
Those are the ones.
Wait. Animals?
This is one of, and it's true. I have always hiding your thoughts deep in your heart will not solve anything. In fact, it often makes the problem worse. Oh, well, I've never looked at the numbers, but my sense is that the animals consult me more often. After all, my daily routine is more or less the same as that of my people, and they don't usually come during work hours. It's only when I have free time that I get the occasional human visitor. Animals, on the other hand, lead very different routines from us. Sheik badgers tend to visit in the early morning hours, while ibises often drop by after sunrise. Finches come in flocks during the afternoon, chirping and chattering away. The rhyme-horned deer visit at dusk, mostly alone, though sometimes with one or two friends. And once night has fallen, I get the odd weasel thief burrowing in.
Oh, but that leaves you with no time to yourself at all.
It truly is. There was one time when a weasel thief stole some pine cones that a group of finches was hoarding. It must have been around 20 finches that flew to my bedside in the dead of night to protest the transgression. I had to ask a sniffer mole who I'd just been chatting with to invite the weasel thief over. It took a lot of work to convince it to reveal where the pine cones were. By the time all parties were satisfied and ready to leave, the sun was up. I slept in till past noon that day.
Mom would have given up and gone back to sleep long before you did. And probably pulled a blanket over her head first to block out the noise.
Since they'd taken the trouble to come to me, I felt I had a duty to help them. And the results made it all worthwhile. After getting everything off their chests, the finches went back to happily hopping around, and the weasel thief went off in search of new, exciting treasure. But humans are less forthcoming than animals. Too often, they hide their true feelings in the deepest corners of their hearts. Even those who come to me for guidance, I feel as if they tell me only part of the story, leaving out what truly burdens their soul. Perhaps they are unwilling to say it out loud, to face the real issues head on. Human society often encourages people to hide their true selves. It is not dissimilar to the way that some butterflies hide away in a withered leaf and camouflage their wings to match their environment. Social interactions between humans can be complex and difficult. Everyone has their way of coping, and I don't judge them for it. Nonetheless, suppressing one's true feelings can easily lead to melancholy and depression. Deep-seated issues like that are difficult to resolve, no matter what advice I give. So I had an idea. I thought, what if I could find a way to bring complicated human minds and straightforward animal ones together? Maybe by spending some time around each other, both could experience a new perspective. It was with that in mind that I renovated the Grand Library and turned it into what it is today. Spacious and well-ventilated, and open to humans and animals to come and go as they please. Except maybe on rainy days, when they're looking for shelter. But the rest of the time, people can visit whenever they want, to spend time with the animals, browse books, rest, and enjoy the sun. And perhaps the company of our dear animal friends, who will not be driven away by anything they say, might encourage people to open their hearts and share the truth of what lies within.
Wow, you really put a lot of thought into this library renovation. Oh, it sounds great to Paimon. Hugging fluffy animals, lounging in a chair all day without a care in the world. Just thinking about it makes Paimon feel all...
Of course. Your assistance with the renovation